The driver began to rail against the clergy. He accused them of 1,001 things. "Isn't that right, guys? What do you say?" the driver asked, but they did not answer. One day, around 1986, Elder Porphyrios was preparing to go to a monastery with 3 of his spiritual sons. He would be serving Vespers. They set out on foot, but the elder was tired and they decided to take a taxi. Soon a taxi appeared. They got ready to wave for it to stop. "The driver will stop on his own, but when we get in, no one speak. Only I will talk to him," said the elder. Indeed, the taxi stopped without them waving. They got in and set off. The driver began to rail against the clergy. He accused them of 1,001 things. "Isn't that right, guys? What do you say?" the driver asked, but they did not answer. When he saw they weren't answering, he turned to the elder. "Isn't that right, old man? What do you say?" "Isn't it true what the newspapers write?" the driver continued. Elder Porphyrios answered him. "My child, I will tell you a little story. I will tell it to you once. There won't be need for a second time. There was a man who had an elderly neighbor with a large estate. One night he killed him and buried him. No one found out. Then, with forged documents, he took his neighbor's estate and sold it. And do you know what he bought with the money he got from selling the estate?" "He bought a taxi," said the elder, and looked at the driver. The driver froze. He stopped the taxi at the side of the road. He was shaken. "Don't tell anyone, old man. Only you and I know," the driver stammered. "No, my child," the elder replied. "God knows too. And make sure from now on to change your life," Elder Porphyrios told him.